Okay, well then we're good here.
At least I can't. So yeehaw. And if you don't like yeehaw, then haw yee. And then yeet yeet. There we go. There's a share button. And where's that video? Hello, everybody. Like I said yet last night, next time you see my face, I will have the votes. First, I want to say thank you to everyone who has played and has done everything you're supposed to do while playing an org, including submitting a jury vote because that is extremely important. And I appreciate all of you who did. And I do not appreciate the person who did not and left us on red on several occasions in regards to contacts because we do love red receipts. Um, don't actually know if anyone has clicked onto the stream yet. Oh, two people are watching. We love that. Um, but otherwise, I mean, we have gone through several plans in regards to what we are doing, and I can explain those further later. Um, Seb and Cody, although Cody's not here with friends, but getting updates, have waited long enough. And so I have the votes. The first vote, also, these are votes to win. We want to see your name. All that good, good. First vote, Seb. Second vote, Cody. Third vote, Seb. Fourth vote, Cody. Fifth vote, Seb. Sixth vote, thank you, Jackie. Sixth vote, Cody. We have all what I know you all knew was happening is a tie. And with that sixth vote, what that means after several planning and unplanning and other plans that worked that didn't work. I have to say congratulations to both Seb and Cody as you will both be crowned the winners of Wheel of Books. It is not necessarily our first plan, but we are very proud of both of you and everything you have endured, and especially with the finale going as it did in regards to this. We are just super proud of your resiliency in everything and the way both of you played this game. It has truly been an honor to watch and see. Seb, you are the one who's here. Please speak.
Oh my God. Thank you to the people who voted me, the people who didn't. No hard feelings. I already won. So um they I mean, not to be blunt, but I've already told production multiple times. My first two times weren't my favorite, but I had a fucking blast this time around. These are some of my favorite comps that I've ever competed in. These are some of my favorite org moments personally and on a game level. And I am so glad to be friends with all of you outside of this game. And I'm actually really interested to see how the VL is going to react to two winners.
Me too. And I do want to say, as you all know at this point, Jodalee is the one who did not vote. To anyone watching who is not here, please, at this point, cast people who are going to be here for your whole game at this point. It's disrespectful to production, to the final two, to the rest of the jury, and the people who were pre-jury who did not get this opportunity. And it says a lot when you get messages from someone during the finale, but then and say was who understood the plan and was talking throughout it to not then follow through with I don't want to say obligations, but obligations as an org player
No,
to
you could say obligations.
and I sure will because that is just the fact of the matter at this point. And I want to be very clear about that. Um, and I don't care that it's on a public stream. I really don't. But on a later note, because Yes, Seb.
Can I just for and I would actually prefer you don't put it on stream if you don't want to. Can you PM me who Brian would have voted for? Or did he not vote before?
He did not vote before.
Okay, perfect. Now I'll keep my 3-3 and I'll keep my ego intact.
Yeah, for the jury, we thought that we had left Brian out of the VL, and so we had Brian watch the live stream and watch and ask questions to the finalists. We then realized that we had added Brian to the VL, therefore he could not vote. So, yeah.
We were like all excited. Brian was
We
excited.
were like,
We
this
were
is
very
so close to legitimate.
I just
and
want to
Brian's
say
watching.
though,
Brian, thank you so much for like being willing. Crispin
I
and Tim
they both did.
said
Winner, winner,
very
two
good.
chicken
No, but
dinners.
I just want to say that I feel like the way that production handled this was so valid, and I feel like because the issue is that I I stuck to my guns, but I love seeing the two of you win. Like I think people are gonna think that's fucking rotted as hell, but like I kind of think it's fun. I think this
When
game was like a shit show, not production shit show, but just like cast wise was a shit show. We were all over the place, and I feel like this is such a like valid ending. Like fuck everyone, final 2-1. Like
literally.
sitting here is robbed. Like it's fine. I'm fine. I hope I get an award. I said that in my pro chat. I'm saying it now.
Speaking of award, segue.
I've been a good girl. Where is my reward?
I love a good segue. Thank you, Seb, for understanding my
A
desire.
subway. Oh my god.
Okay, time to play Seb's win. Okay, the awards might be a little scuffed just because life is hard, and this was I forgot half of these at this point because it was not my focus in the last 24 hours, even though this was made prior and during. But we do have awards, and the first award is my favorite because I'm a narcissist, so I go first. With that being said, I've interacted with this person slightly before this game, but never like too much or for long periods of time. And they were, sorry, Minor asked me if I want nuggies. They were just
That's very
enjoying
important.
and fun and just all around great time. My most favorite is Crispy.
I
Oh,
love
you look
that photo.
at this nice, it's blurry.
That is great.
I never saw that photo before. I love it.
You know, I sent the link to the wiki several times.
Oh,
Sorry.
And okay, next is sorry, I was off it. Miner's favorite, and Miner does have a write up with it. So Miner says, and I quote, "My host favorite is someone who I was excited to see play and see how they thought their moves and strategy and stuff. My host fave is Jackie."
I love you, Minor.
He continues with, "It was awesome to see you trying to build bonds in the early rounds and trying to get a footing. Had few connections starting, but your game really propelled forward with your when you solidified a final two with Seb and a working partnership together during round 4. You were able to maneuver through your alliances even though they were targeting each other, and you played hard and made it all the way to the final 3. Even though you didn't make it to the end, you should be very proud. You played an excellent game."
Thank you, Minor. Timmy, I'm coming for your mans.
oh, that's
Whose names
cute.
aren't you coming for?
That's honestly so valid. You're right.
Favorite, and Cindy can speak on it.
Okay. So I'm really bad at remembering who I have and haven't given favorites to in the past, and I always am like, I don't want to repeat. But I don't remember if when the first time I hosted this person they got my favorite or not. And then I've like not given it to them because I'm like, oh, I already gave it to them. And then I didn't remember if I did or not. And they're just a pleasure to host. I love them with my whole heart. They are so nice to production, to their cast. They have a heart of gold. And so my favorite is Nova.
Um,
That's so sweet. I love you, Cindy.
I love you too.
Benson's favorite. Andrew, you can speak on this. Unless you just don't want to.
Benson said, "Fuck my favorite." I
Yeah,
don't
hold
have one.
on. I can't hear anything that's going on because I'm in a bar. Oh, okay.
What about
My favorite is I'm gonna cheers. Can everyone hear me?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Okay, I saw somebody say something. Okay, yeah. So cheers for Mikey, my favorite, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Make sure
And that is the host's favorite. So, best move of the season. There was a lot of really good moves and a lot of very sound moves. One that I think really changed the trajectory of the game and really put this person in a very strong position. Because they would have been, and they might have mixed reactions, but I really think that this move allowed this person to propel forward for a few rounds and really open their game up to what easily could have been a few downfalls because their allies were really leaving at that point. As Crispy voting out Mikey by using his extra vote from the Hunger Games VL sponsor gift because it did change up the game.
It really made us question what Crispy was doing.
It did. And that's the thing though, because like Keaton had just left and that wasn't good for Crispy. Because he was working with Mikey to an extent, but to switch it up was like, okay, because at that point Mikey was wary and for lack of a better term, started to be a sinking ship. So to really separate and gain further connections with people, it's very good.
I love you, Mikey.
This next one doesn't really have transitions because it was going to be something else, but I mean, the worst move of the season is not voting as a juror, and that's the only time we're gonna give an award because, yeah. But next we do have our best alliance. And
It better be the Chipettes, I swear to God. Oh, Spirit!
Let's go.
It cannot be denied. And I don't think there's any way to say that you two came into it and worked together because you're friends. Could that have assisted? Maybe. But that everyone's going to use that, and that's not a bad thing by any means. The way you guys used your relationship and trust with each other by also branching out and making all these different alliances with various sides of the house was such a strong middle game that you two played together, and it was, for lack of a better term, iconic.
I think I remember specifically the round that Brian left. I messaged Jackie and said, conquer and destroy, split, conquer and destroy, and it worked. So
I also just like wanna just reiterate there was a certain juror that will not be named who was very adamant that I'd been working with Seb since round 1. And Timmy already said it, but it's being repeated again. Seb and I did not officially start working until round 4 when Brian sent people voice notes about things. And it's like, I agree. I think like being friends was really easy. I think also just because we knew how to communicate with each other, and like Seb said it in his ending speech, or when I was like asking the question, whatever. Seb was like, Jackie, you literally asked me for advice for certain things and you would do it. And I was like, yeah, I literally did, because like, what was the worst that was gonna happen? I get voted out. That's fine, because I knew Seb would keep going. So like, period P. I love this.
yeah, and if we're gonna talk about the person that I worked with the longest in this game, we're both the winners. So because I was working with Cody since round 1.
No, literally. And that's what I tried to say too. I was like, we'll talk about that later.
I mean,
thank
I
you.
will say, oh, sorry, Nova, you go first.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I think some people fall into a thing in games where eventually there's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Like if people say you and Seb are gonna be a duo, like it's gonna eventually happen because yeah, it's like at that point, why wouldn't you?
It was literally day 1 when someone who's on this call said, aren't you and Seb on the same production team? And I literally messaged Seb and I was like, in no way do I want you to be frightened, but someone has already put us together because of distortion. And then I think I left Seb on red for 2 days. So
like it was, I don't remember what round it was, but Keaton was like, obviously there's three pairs in this game. And I was like, and who would that be? And he was like, it's obviously Crispy and Mikey, you and Jackie, and Nova and Jodalie. And I was like, oh, that I was like, what? Okay, sure.
And I'm not gonna lie, I think a lot of that was Keaton trying to deflect stuff off of himself.
And you know what? And you know what? Who made Final Three? Thank you. I love you, Keaton. Don't hurt me.
Balls.
But next we do have a hero of the season. Do I remember who it is now?
Debbie.
We'll all be shocked. And I better not see Debbie on this fucking call. On this
I
slide.
wish it was Debbie. You know,
I swear to God.
I'd be
She
so
gets
happy.
robbed her. She gets robbed her. Who's hero? We'll be shocked together.
It is Crispy.
Oh, period.
That's iconic.
Soleil.
That was so good.
I like how the photo quality suddenly disappeared.
And
I
then we
also think it's
fill in.
really ironic
Oh, sorry.
that I think it's really ironic that the hero of the season has the word cunt in his profile picture.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
literally.
Crispy, you're
Sorry.
Crispy, I love your haircut, by the way.
Oh, it is
Thank
pretty.
you.
We have a villain as well. And that villain is Cody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly,
Honestly, it doesn't really need much explaining.
that
Cody's a
book is
villain.
fitting.
Cody is a villain. And he's right. All his friends are dead because he kills them. And that doesn't mean kills them by voting them out. It means he does something stupid and then murders the friendship.
No, even Cody said he knew he was going to be villain of the season. He knew.
Oh, yeah. And now we have pet awards because it's cute. And
Aww.
so Minor has a write-up for this one and said, this award is going to someone who was really nice, joyful, but also feisty when it comes to the game. And that's Jackie.
Oh, accurate.
Cute.
You're like, oh, that is me. You're right.
In my head, I was like, oh, I wonder if I'll get this. Period. And done.
We have the Fiona Award, which Cindy, the next three pets are
Aw.
yours.
Yes. It's time
That's so
for Cindy to unmute. Okay, so I like to do someone who I feel embodied the spirit of each of my animals. So Fiona, for those who don't know, is a very sassy, she does what she wants. She doesn't care what you think. And I think it's pretty obvious there's someone who didn't care what anyone thought. It was Cody. Right? Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. I was like, am I wrong?
I was like, I don't know. I said,
Okay.
these are the scuffed ones. We do what we want.
Yeah. So this is Natasha. Natasha's a much quieter cat. She kind of is more easily overlooked than Fiona, who meows in your face. But she's also the sweetest little girl. She goes up for cuddles all the time, and she matters. And the person who who matters and is a sweetie pie, but maybe doesn't stand out quite as vivaciously is Nova.
Aww.
I feel like this
Tell
is just
Natasha I
prod
said
picks
thank
again. Is this just prod? It's just prod favorites again.
No, I do try and pick someone that I feel like their game kind of embodies, like how I feel about my animals. But do I love my animals? Yes. So of course I love everyone that gets
So
an embodiment.
Who's the toothless dog?
Yes. So Timbits
Toothless
is my
dog.
toothless foster dog who hates. He decides very quickly. He doesn't hate everyone. He decides very quickly if he likes you or hates you. And once he's decided, there's no amount of treats, there's no amount of pets, there's none of that that's going to change his mind. He is steadfast, and this person was steadfast in their hatred of Cody. The Timbits Award goes to Nathan.
It's such a vibe. It's such a valid vibe.
That's adorable.
There were just like certain obsessions with people in the game that I just truly never understood. We could talk about it when all the awards are done, but I just
so many people had obsessions with so many other people. It was wild.
literally.
Like, don't worry. This is why we don't have an obsession award, and this is not necessarily the equivalent of one. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's not an obsession award. It's like
Yeah, don't worry, Nathan. You were
No,
not.
I know. I just meant because you said Nathan, and I just like Cody and Nathan going after each other. There was just like it was obsession at one point. Anyway,
You know, if someone's gonna get an obsession award, it would be Cody.
right.
Now we have player of the season. And with this award, this is never meant to take away from the winners. And even if there was not two winners, final two are automatically ineligible for this award in this series. This player, we feel, had many twists and turns, ups, downs, kind of a roller coaster, but really always put their best foot forward when making choices, and was very thought out in everything that they did throughout the game. I'm really bad at explaining awards, but again, this is Crispy.
Fiona.
Fiona. Was Fiona in relation to this? Was Fiona just yelling at
I think Cindy was just yelling at her cat.
Yeah, sorry, Fiona just chased Timbits, which
I was like,
Cody
Fiona
just chased Nathan. It works.
And that's the awards.
Woo!
Period.
That's cute. I love
So
that.
I'm going to stop the stream to YouTube because that's all I got for YouTube.